Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What? Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Smacked Raw podcast. We have a new Women's SmackDown champion. I don't know if I'm more excited for Bianca to win or just how goddamn good that match was.
Both. I heard Katie's musing taking up drug habit tomorrow.
Whoa!
What do you all think about that?
Whoa! False info out here.
Moving on, we're a wrestling recap show.
Yeah.
Smacked Raw podcast. Your host Kyle Tyson, Kevin Crazy, and of course Katie Bay.
Hey.
Once referred to as the unholy trinity when us three got together.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're going to cover WrestleMania, which, you know what? I just realized, I don't even know. What is this, like 37?
37.
Yeah, 37. Okay. Night one of WrestleMania.
Because it was on Shane's jersey.
That's right, it was. That jersey was hot as shit, too, by the way.
They also started in 1984, the same year that Mr. Kevin Crazy was born.
Oh, nice. Is that how you keep up
Did you
with
say
your age?
gross?
No.
Katie said gross. You're fucking gross.
Thanks. Anyways,
If I can get through this intro, please.
No, this
Man.
intro is fucking gross.
Dude, yeah, we're covering WrestleMania 37. What an awesome mania it was. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to dive into it. But before we do, just to give you a heads up, in case you haven't heard of us, we are a wrestling recap show. You can catch us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on twitch.tv/puttingyouover. We're covering Raw, NXT Dynamite, AEW Dynamite, and SmackDown. NXT we cover on Wednesday. However, that's on twitch.tv/SmackedRaw podcast.
We covering that shit on Tuesday now?
no,
Oh,
we're
shit,
we're
that's
doing
right.
we're doing recaps Wednesdays before Dynamite. Time to be determined, but Wednesday still.
Oh,
for
okay.
recap.
Okay,
I
so it'll
wasn't
stay on
sure.
Wednesday even after the change. All right. That's
I
good.
got you. Cool.
And of course, if you ever miss a live stream, head on over to youtube.com/SmackedRaw podcast. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. It always helps the show
Ding,
out.
ding,
We
ding.
just surpassed 230 subscribers. Thank you guys for that. On the way to 1,000.
Go to the dentist.
Gee, dude, we got to get past 230. He's going to run that joke every time I say 230. I'm
For
gonna
the love of God, someone subscribe.
I'm
You
gonna
don't want to
say
hear this dad joke anymore. I don't even want to tell it anymore. I've told it like 3 times.
going forward. I'm just gonna say we surpassed 229. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's only
never
one
know.
way away from 230.
Fucking hell, Kevin.
The dentist time.
Can't you just go back to being allergic to pay-per-views?
Yeah, honestly, the fuck. No, we
Hey,
needed
I
him.
guess
We
not.
need him this week.
Yeah, no, we did. Hey, I do like. By the way, Kev, I like the coordinated lights with the jersey. I'm noticing that. That's pretty bad.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
like
was
that.
laundry day, so I didn't have any wrestling shirts. So I thought I don't get to wear this jersey very often. And Josh Allen is the football messiah. So,
There you go.
Bills Mafia, blue
Yeah.
cheese.
I just noticed it was a Bills jersey. Anyways, back onto who else you
Hey
can.
man, you threw me the pitch.
I did. That's my fault. I'll take that one on the chin, you guys. Okay.
This is your fault.
Anyways, after you're done watching your wrestling content and listening to it, make sure to read up on it. Head on over to WrestlingNewsWorld.com, bookmark the page. A bunch of talented writers over there keeping you up to date on what's going on in the pro wrestling scene. They are kind enough to make us the exclusive recap show. We're very grateful, so make sure to support those guys as well and check them out. Once again, that is WrestlingNewsWorld.com. I guess we can talk about the show, right?
What
We
show?
have to.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to. We can talk about how everyone's been. I'm coming off my vacation.
You seem to have a fun time.
I took a
Yeah.
week off, man. It's sad to see it come to an end. Family went back to Maine, back to my ordinary life selling cell phones again tomorrow. But it's been
That's
a good
a
week,
bummer.
man. It's been a good week. Kurt was here. We did a episode of Hammers Lounge in person. First podcast after 2 years of podcast, and I finally get one where I do a podcast with somebody else in person.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
dope.
botch it as soon as you turn on your
Dude,
camera.
so bad.
Did you
It
really?
I was
botched
there.
So bad. It is.
I watched it happen.
Yes,
That's
it
funny.
is. It
That's
is
incredible.
easily the most production botch, like largest production botch I have done outside of like recording a whole episode muted or something along those lines.
I remember back in the day, there were a couple of those that I was involved in.
Yeah, no, it was a really bad botch.
Also, did you tell the story about the Mercedes or the car and everything, or did you lie to me when you said you were going to do it?
We'll cover it next week.
What a fuck.
I don't know why I've been
Ass.
putting it off. I think it's, this is what it is.
What?
The story requires me to do a lot of the talking, and my brother likes to talk just as much as I do. So it's going to be hard to get through a story like that. That's all.
No, I know what you mean, man.
Sounds
My
like an
brother and I are the same fucking way.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
But-
bunch of excuses to me, but it's
I
fine.
know.
Listen to her.
How's your
Throwing
guys'
shade
weekend
like
been?
she under a tree or something. She ain't got no business with that shit.
Katie, I heard that you're in the works of moving.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
Sometime this year, yes. I'm gonna be moving with my friend. We do the final walk through the house tomorrow. She officially owns it come Monday.
Oh.
Sometime this year I'm moving in. To be determined.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah, congrats,
Nice.
man. Congrats.
I'm excited.
So that's where we're gonna do our first in-person podcast, right? Is at this...
Fuck no. You're not coming to my house, Kevin.
Why not?
Because it's not gonna be my house.
Katie, I think it would be beneficial if you did. You
Yeah.
could take out some of that stress and aggression. Just a thought.
You want to super kick me really fucking bad. You're on the record as saying that all the
That's
time.
true.
I haven't
I
banned
mean-
thigh slaps. You can still slap your leg if you want to super kick him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
All right, you
That's
guys-
exciting though. Good for you, for real.
Thanks.
All right. And lastly, Kev, you got anything going on this weekend? How you been?
I've been pretty good, man. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. I've been fucking playing video games and shit,
What you been playing?
Smoking weed. I got now that I have my goddamn computer, there was a Skyrim mod that I've been wanting to play called like Ender All or some shit. I can't. It's
I
a
wouldn't
full
know.
conversion mod where it's like it's a totally different game. I barely had a chance to really play it all that much, to be honest with you. But what I've played of it's cool. It feels like Skyrim, but it's different.
Okay,
If
cool.
that makes
I've been
sense.
wanting to try out Skyrim in VR. I've been wanting to do that. That seems pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You love your VR.
Yeah, man, I do love my VR. All right, folks, let's talk about WrestleMania. It was a long show. A good
It was
show.
long, but you know what? It was really good. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Is that what you think too, Katie? Was it a good show?
Yeah.
No, I mean, because like even the stuff that I wasn't excited for was like pretty okay.
I think they paced it perfectly.
Yes.
They threw the disinteresting stuff kind of in like the middle spots where you wouldn't really care too much.
Mhm.
They gave you some strong stuff in the beginning, in the middle, and of course, in the
Jesus
end
Christ.
with Bianca and Sasha, which, I'll go back. I know RN and I have talked about this a million times, and what I said is true. Their build was absolute horseshit, but I knew that the match would deliver.
Yep.
I will say this, though. I didn't know it was going to deliver that hard. Like,
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I had high expectations for that match.
Tore
and they
the house
still
down.
surpassed it, man.
Tore the house down easily. Like after watching that, there's no question what should have closed the show.
As far as in-ring talent goes, yeah, absolutely. They had the best match of the night. Which is surprising. I thought it was going to be hard to top that Bad Bunny match, because
Actually, yeah,
that
was
Bad Bunny
really
match
good.
woke the whole crowd up. That crowd was loud as hell for that tag match.
Mhm. Hell yeah, they were. That was a fun match, though. That was a really, really fun match. Bad Bunny, what a
Killed it.
Oh my god, it blew my expectations so far out of the water. It's unbelievable. Like I want to see him on my TV almost weekly and shit. You know, like that was
He hit
crazy.
a bunny destroyer.
He did.
I know, what the fuck. Who does that on their first night in ring?
Oh man,
Bad Bunny.
I guess.
All right, so let's run through some of the beats here, getting into it. Vince McMahon opens up the show with the rest of the roster behind him on top of the ramp. That was a nice moment, welcoming the fans back to Mania. Green shirt guy is front and center. I missed that super fan.
Yeah, the NXT guy, right? That's who you're.
The green shirt guy just shows up at like all the main shows.
I think he's at like almost every like pay-per-view.
Centered hard cam, front row, every show.
Gotcha.
I really need to find out what that guy does for a living to afford that many damn tickets.
Yeah, I can't even fathom how much money that would be.
Yeah.
He
Especially
definitely has to
like
be able to
normal.
work remotely. There's no way
Has
that
to
dude
be.
has an office he has to return to.
No chance.
Anyways, so after all the hype and anticipation for WrestleMania to start, a lot of air is let out of the stadium. Weather delay prolonged
shit.
the opening match by roughly about 40 minutes.
I was gonna say that felt like for fucking ever.
It was
though.
awful.
Holy shit.
Hey, listen, I will say a highlight of it, though, was we got a chance to see Shane McMahon just get ushered off camera. It was hilarious. Mid-meandering promo. He's cut off by Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. I love Drew's line, "Mother Nature can't save your ass." I thought that was pretty good. And then we got a ton of impromptu promos from people like Braun Strowman, New Day, Kevin Owens, Bianca Belair, Seth Rollins, who crushed
That was the
it.
best one. That was
Yeah,
the best one by fucking far.
Yeah.
You know what? You should be liking the Stoner Champ because that felt like a Stoner promo
No,
to me if there
no.
ever was one.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Stoner as fuck.
There's a difference between unscripted and stoner.
Stoner as fuck.
He's just
At
silly.
least they all knew what they were saying and didn't just be like, "Oh, forgot my lines."
Oh.
Scooter off screen.
That is also Stoner as fuck.
Eddie,
Exactly.
But Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
he was just Stoner as fuck
Incredible.
while he was feeling
No.
himself. That's all.
He was
no big
hysterical.
He was. No, he really was funny. And then Miz and Morrison was actually pretty funny too. No, it was great because they were all caught on the fly. Like on the fly, no time to write these scripts out. They just sent them out there, start talking, and you could really start to gauge people's talents on the microphone, which Seth Rollins proved to be one of the best.
Stoner as fuck.
No one's surprised.
Yeah. We finally get to the opening matchup. Production botches throughout the whole night, by the way. Production botches almost as bad as me running a show. However, I don't think any of them really took away from the show, other than maybe who was it that had the Seth Rollins. I want to say it was Seth Rollins' entrance, where he was supposed to have the pillars of fire all the way down
And
the ramp.
only one side had like all
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been pretty cool to see that all the way up, but that didn't seem to bother me. What do you guys think? I thought it kind of added to this impromptu charm.
It's a live show. I mean, like, how long has it been since they've done a live show in front of people? Like, of course there's gonna be some. I don't care. You know,
And it was
I don't think it's
outdoors
that big
during
of
a
deal.
thunderstorm.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Like,
So
yeah,
I'll give him a pass for that. Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't too bad. Like, I mean, the Seth thing was the only thing I like really noticed. But other than that, everything seemed to be fine. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
I did notice Mandy Rose slipping and falling on her ass.
Oh,
I
poor
felt
Mandy.
so bad for her.
Oh, she recovered.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Yeah, they had to
recovered.
wipe down the fucking ramp after.
No, I
her.
know. It was definitely not on her, I don't think. That ramp had to have been fucking slippery as hell.
Now,
Oh, for
I don't think
sure.
Tony Khan was throwing shade, but Tony Khan tweeted out tonight that one of his shows was, just ruined by a thunderstorm. And he was fortunate enough that he had red carpet laying out Now he didn't line his ramp with it, but he lined like around the ring and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that tweet.
Yeah. But I mean, like Kevin said, it's a live show. It's a live show during a thunderstorm. That's a tough one to prepare for. Hell, we caught Michael Cole and Samoa Joe in trash bags. They didn't even have ponchos on. They dressed those motherfuckers up in clear trash bags.
Yep.
And they didn't wipe off their seats until like the second match.
Yeah, no shit. I noticed that too. I was like, why are they just standing there? The desk is literally right there. Why aren't they sitting down?
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, fun night where the weather was just as big a part of the show as the wrestlers involved.
It'll make it just as like just the biggest part of the show. Whenever you talk about WrestleMania 37, you'll be like, holy shit, that was the one that like
WrestleMania
got delayed 40 minutes.
Yeah. So
okay, Michael Cole, that was fucking awful.
I see people saying that before he said it. He saw it on Twitter.
That's almost as bad as my 230 joke. All right, so fuck that joke.
They're both awful.
Speaking of awful, Titus O'Neil and Hulk Hogan kicked us off. Titus O'Neil's not awful, actually. He's a fantastic person.
Titus.
We love Titus O'Neil.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan cut promos on behalf of both Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. That was kind of weird. I get they were hyping up the match, but it was just weird. And speaking of the match, 8:40 when Drew McIntyre is finally making his entrance. Him and Bobby Lashley. I mean,
what a pop for McIntyre's entrance, though.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! Like that was nice. I felt that shit when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool as fuck.
Now the crowd, they had been waiting. They'd been waiting to just cheer for a wrestler in their entrance.
That was they had to leave and come back twice too.
Yeah,
before the fucking thing even started.
That's very true.
Yeah. The match between Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, nothing too surprising here, other than it was a good match. A lot of suplexes, a lot of technical wrestling. Bobby working Drew McIntyre's arm. Both men just had a lot of good stuff here. I mean, we've seen belly to bellies from the top rope. Bobby Lashley with that insane spine buster. But I don't think I recalled any like moves during this match that they broke out of nowhere, other than like McIntyre at one point hit a suplex to a bridge, which looked pretty. But
that was probably the coolest spot of the whole match, honestly.
Yeah, I thought. They just worked a well-paced match, and then by the end of it, a lot of false finishes. It came down to MVP distracting Drew McIntyre for his Claymore kick, delaying it, a little bit of hesitation there. So when he goes for it, he misses the Claymore. Bobby Lashley locks up the Hurt Lock. Drew looks like he's going to get out of it for maybe like a second time. I thought for a moment there he was going to pull like a Chris Masters and just break out of it. Surprisingly, however, he succumbed to the Hurt Lock, passed out, and Bobby Lashley retained. Man, what'd y'all think?
Yo, I mean, two of the best guys in the business right now, tearing the house down for the first show with like a decent sized crowd for WWE. I couldn't ask for much more. It was satisfying as hell.
Yeah,
honestly, just straight up.
No.
Yeah, I liked that Drew was the first one to come out with the live audience because he didn't get the live crowd at Mania last year.
Not just that, he carried the fucking title
during
no piping crowd noise. The man put the company on his back, worked his ass off, man. He deserved the opening cheers, man.
He did, and he got emotional, and then I was getting emotional. I was like, well, fuck this. I'm not in the mood for this right now. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, an hour after you guys were supposed to start. I'm not trying to cry, but I liked seeing the emotion on almost everyone's face.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling in front of a live crowd again after almost a whole year.
No, I felt good.
A little over a year.
Saw a clip earlier of Lana getting cheered as she went into a building. You're like, man, these people are just happy to see everybody.
Yeah.
100%.
It felt
Oh, Jesus
felt
Christ.
fucking
I mean,
terrific, man.
Speaking of the emotions, I mean, Bianca Belair, I think.
I was sobbing.
Said it all,
her and
man.
Sasha
That was.
both welted up.
Mhm.
Bianca
Oh
way
yeah, and
more
like
noticeable,
that. Well, we'll talk about it when we get to the match.
right.
So yeah. Anyway,
No, but yeah, so this was my take. My take was this, was that I thought the match went exactly how it should have.
Yep.
As much as I love McIntyre, you gave him his WrestleMania moment, opening it up in front of the crowds, getting that initial cheer. But at the end of the day, you didn't hinder what has been a terrific title run for Bobby Lashley. I think they made the right decision. As much as I would like to see McIntyre with the belt, I just as much love Bobby Lashley with the belt. So I thought that was a very good outcome. Do you guys think that because of the distraction, the feud's going to keep going? Or do you think that this is going to lead towards something like Brock Lesnar or anything
I hope
like
it's not
that?
Brock Lesnar. I could totally see him continuing this feud. Absolutely, after that, 100%. But we'll see.
I mean, as much as I despise Brock Lesnar, and I've said this numerous times, the only way I want Brock coming back is if it's Paul Heyman in a shark cage or Paul Heyman on a pool match. I know Bobby Lashley has been chomping at the bit to get his hands on Lesnar. I'd be okay with it, but I have a feeling they're going to draw this out a little longer.
You think so? I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I wouldn't be mad at Bobby versus Brock, though. I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be mad at it, but I have a feeling this is going to go on a little longer.
Yeah. Yeah, just because of that little wrinkle, MVP getting involved.
Which
just that little tiny bit.
The fact that MVP got involved was kind of shocking.
Yes. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, really quick, we're going to take a quick intermission because of, once again, a terrible production botch. I'm not signed in as the official account.
I was waiting for you to notice
so
that,
our Zoom call is going to time out. So I'm going to swap it over really quick. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Okay. I'll see you guys in just a moment.
Jesus.
Oh my God. All right. Listen, I know y'all can still hear me on the stream. My bad. Just sometimes I end up being kind of a dumbass and forgetting these kind of things. But it's because it auto signs me into the wrong damn account. Yeah. So my bad. Jesus Christ. It's the WrestleMania show too. God damn it. Yeah, StreamYard. I've heard of that too. I just haven't looked into it. The biggest night. I know, man. I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and you know what? I don't even know why it's not even logging into my other account. That's weird. We'll just have to go back and do this again. It's okay. I can edit this shit out in post anyways. It's not too big a deal. I just feel bad for y'all. This just makes it better. Ed Freeze, thank you so much. Let's see. Let me try to get these people back in here. I bet the stream looks all sorts of messed up now. Business chat. We'll try to get them in here. And then just hopefully we'll get the show done within 40 more minutes. Yeah, this is terrible. This is not good. Hey, what's up, Katie?
You're the goddamn worst.
I know. Listen, okay?
Listen, I logged out.
What? Your audio dropped.
I logged out of the show's Twitter just for Mania, or the Zoom, I mean.
No, ever since you used the show account, I don't know why, I just can't get back into it. So we're still on the wrong account, so we got another 40 minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's okay. Like I said, I'm going to edit this shit out in post.
You suck.
Hey, look, I know. Tell me something I don't fucking know.
It's my fault. It's my fault, apparently.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a
of course.
way to put this on Katie.
Good luck.
I'll take it. Whatever.
Anyways,
Me, whatever.
back to Bailey getting shut down by the NWO and Titus O'Neil. So this was her role tonight, man. Just Bailey shows up and gets shut down.
I
You
guess
think
so.
we got something bigger for tomorrow?
I hope so.
They better treat
Well,
her
Friday.
with respect.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so too. Okay, so the most criticized match of the evening had to be the tag team turmoil match. Kind of a sloppy mess. Some okay stuff in there. Saw an innovative cheat pin with Carmella and Billie Kay with the foot on the back of the shoulders. Thought that was new.
That was
I
cool.
like that a lot. I thought that was really, really innovative.
Did this deserve the hate it got though, man?
I mean, no, probably not, because usually wrestling fans are fucking crazy. So, but no, I mean, I hear you. It was unfortunately kind of a low light of the night, really. And the thing is that like, this is not, I didn't expect it to be, which was what was crazy for me. Like, I kind of thought it was going to be a cool match and a cool way to like showcase some of those women, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, not that it wasn't a good way to showcase some of them, but like, yeah, just, I don't know. Yeah, I hear you. There was something that did feel a little off about it, though, you know?
To me, and I hate to say it, but the only memorable parts of this match to me was Mandy Rose falling on her ass on the ring apron. And then
that's savage.
Now, my personal take, I'm kind of in a minority with this, but I thought it was really touching. Natalya stopped herself from doing a sharpshooter at the end to give Tamina the splash victory, even though they're both heels. Cool. I've come out and said it a lot of times. Tamina, say what you want about the woman. She's busted her ass for over a decade. Never once seen any gold in the company.
She was women's tag champion.
Yeah.
Wasn't she?
No. Tamina has not held it.
She wasn't.
No.
I thought she was with Jax for a minute.
No, she was supposed to be, but then Nia got injured.
That's right. Okay. Anyway, I'll shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Kev.
No, it's not.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Katie, you shut up. Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah.
All right, your dad's here to save you now, Kevin.
Yo, I don't know how this happened. I'm just looking at my screen now. My cropping's all fucked up still. You know what? It's just it is what it is tonight. It is. It's just gonna be. It is what it is. Look, we'll just. It's fine. It's fine.
Good enough for punk rock.
Thank you, Kev. A quick rundown. Naomi and Lana started the match off. I think they were a lot of people's second pick to win the match. Besides, in my opinion, Natalya and Tamina. They took on the team of Carmella and Billie Kay. Billie Kay, like I said, her and Carmella got that cool little innovative cheat roll-up victory. Riot Squad came out. They had a cool double team move they did to Billie where she took a double knees into a senton. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Dana and Mandy Rose came out afterwards.
Mandy fell on her ass.
Yeah, we had that. Dana Brooke had a nice cool little spot where she hit a swanton bomb.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Dana Brooke.
Yeah, she did. And then ultimately, though, they were also defeated. And then it came down to Natalya and Tamina, and they had a nice little back and forth, in my opinion. Like I said, a lot of people criticize the match. I'm being kind of favorable to it. I don't like to piss and moan about stuff, especially if you're wrestling in a goddamn thunderstorm.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like I said, it came down to Natalya had the opportunity for the shooting star, Jesus Christ, sharpshooter.
Jesus.
And instead gave Tamina the splash spot. And Tamina instantly burst into a ton of emotion after she got that pin. Good for her, man. Good for her.
That was definitely a really cool moment for Tamina.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I liked the match. Well, I mean, I liked what was going on in the match and what the story was that they were trying to tell. It just, I don't know. There was something that didn't quite hit. watching it all. But I did like that Riot Squad got a lot of shine. They're one of my favorites, and for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? And other than obviously the winners of the match, I thought they looked probably the best.
Nice. Ed Free says, now I want to see Natty do a shooting star press. Me too, man. Me too. Let's will it into existence.
No. She can barely do the.
She'll do the
I would
live
call it
love.
shooting star press. Jesus Christ.
She'll do the live love
Sharpshooter.
laugh press.
See, now
She
you're
can
saying
barely do the sharpshooter. I know. See, this is why I can't do shows with you anymore. You
The
fucked my
live
head.
love laugh press.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Anyways.
Nah. Shout out to RN.
Apparently WWE's YouTube channel has some type of Old Spice advertising / 24/7 title scene featuring Joseph Average. I don't know what the hell this is, but if you're a fan of the 24/7 scene, head on over to the WWE YouTube page. So what a lot of people, myself included, anticipated to be match of the night, Seth Rollins took on Cesaro.
This was really good.
Fun,
It was
man.
Fire.
Yeah, this was incredible. I mean, dream match, really, when you get down to brass tacks.
This was my match of the night. It's very close second is the women, Bianca and Sasha.
I give
This-
argument for each.
Exactly.
Okay,
Like they're
yeah.
very neck and neck, but I think this just overtook it a little bit. It was incredible. Spots that nobody's seen from either man before.
Yep.
Yeah, this was nuts. So good. It really was.
Incredible.
Seth Rollins busted out like a corkscrew splash. That was pretty
Yes.
Jesus, that
Fire.
was so awesome.
dope. Yeah.
I popped. I screamed.
Cesaro was busting neutralizers out left and right in this match. You know what this felt like to me? I actually got nervous because of the rain delay. It felt like in the beginning of the match, it felt like they had skipped like the first or second act of the match and were just rushed to the finish because these
Not at all,
guys
though.
just went
Yeah.
100%. And then when you thought the match was going to be like, in my opinion, I thought it was going to come to an early end. It just kept going.
Yes.
And delivered.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Because I was
mean-
I kind of thought the same thing. I was like, sorry, go ahead, Katie. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You were already talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. I'm the man anyway. Anyway, no. No, I hear you though, because like that's what I kind of thought too. Like, are they gonna cut some of these matches short because
Right.
of the rain delay? And yeah, because I mean they came out there like fucking gangbusters, Seth Rollins and Cesaro, and I was, I thought the match was gonna be a little bit more slow paced. And then it did slow down. You know what I'm saying? And then I went, oh, okay. I get it.
Cesaro, what do you think of that damn UFO? Like, so he's got a swing
Oh my God.
and an airplane spin, dude.
I loved it. I love stupid shit like that though, Plus that's impressive as shit. He's just like keeping Seth Rollins on his back with centrifugal force for fuck's sake. What an asshole.
Kevin really does that centrifugal force on a podcast, and I don't know what to
Correctly.
do.
No, he used it correctly.
I
too,
know.
man.
I know.
What do you guys think? I'm dumb? No, I'm a stoner.
Same thing.
Anyways,
But he spun Seth Rollins
Katie.
23 times at one point.
Centrifugal force.
I'm ignoring him.
Okay,
23
yeah,
times at one point. That's his record for most spins
No, that was crazy too.
at one
Jesus.
time.
in WWE, you can
In
catch him on an
WWE.
indie show where he did like 100.
100?
Yep, he did
That's
100.
Different.
Yeah,
That's
I know it's different. I'm just look, man. I'm gonna be that guy. All right, listen.
How did he throw up and die afterwards?
It looked like he was
No.
gonna.
Because like Jesus, he looked like he was gonna fall over and vomit tonight when he was done.
No,
doing
not
that
quite,
shit.
not quite.
I mean, he didn't look like he was feeling great. Let me just put it that way.
But
So
anyway,
maybe not quite like that bad, but
anyways, these guys once again they delivered a banger that we all knew. Essentially, we just knew was gonna happen. It was a fantastic showing.
and thank God.
What's next for Cesaro? Does this feud once again? Does the feud keep going, or do we see him move on to a larger picture?
I think he So whatever the outcome come tomorrow with the Universal title, I think Cesaro has proved that he can go for the Universal title.
Yes.
And that's where he should go. Also, is there a reason the Patreon's on the screen?
No, I fixed it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I gotta remove the hotkey.
Stickers, Savannah says.
Yeah. I know.
No, I totally agree with you, Katie. I think that especially with the way the match ended, it was a clean ending. You know, I mean, Cesaro, 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Like, you can't win much more definitively than that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I don't see anywhere for this feud to go anyway. Then I don't see where it can go from here. Like, it feels like it's over. And yeah, the Universal title picture is a perfect place for Cesaro to go.
Universal title picture, man.
I mean, it's stacked already, but adding Cesaro to it stacks it even higher.
Yeah.
Or I could even see maybe putting going to the Intercontinental, feuding maybe with Big E, and then elevating Big E to the
or Apollo Crews, depending on who
Apollo
wins.
Crews. Yeah, I could see that, but no, I mean, Cesaro, I think a perfect place for him is Universal title. I'm just saying, like,
he needs to win it at SummerSlam. I'm calling it now. Cesaro wins the Universal title at SummerSlam.
Dude, I really
could
fucking
see
hope
that.
so. I mean,
I
that's
could-
it
your
is
mid-year
recorded,
big
it's documented.
moment. There you go, right here. Following this quick Dirty Dogs interview. God, I hate the name Dirty Dogs.
Really?
They put over
I fucking
AJ
love
Styles
that
and
name.
Almost. And then we got the tag team
You're damn
match.
right.
Boy,
Dirty Dogs.
Boy,
I do. I love it. I think it's great.
I fucking hate it.
I hate
Sounds like some old 80s goddamn tag team.
Dirty Dogs.
Anyways,
Sure.
The dog.
Big
The
E
big bad dog.
joined up with the New Day. He
Dog
did
the
their
bounty
entrance
hunter.
for him. That was awesome. And
I love
then-
that, yeah.
So this match was kind of weird because the way they did this was pretty unique. You had the New Day start off against AJ Styles. Almost was going to start, but they lured AJ into the match, and then they essentially worked a heel tag team match where they cut the ring in half. They completely owned 80% of the match, destroying AJ Styles, to the point that we had people in, our Smacked Raw group chat with, our friends and fans of the show asking, hey, is this a double turn going on here? And part of me, listen, never felt like the New Day was going heel.
No.
But by the end of that match, I was like, Almost, get the fuck in the ring, dude. Like, I was so excited to see Almost wrestle and take out the New Day that it kind of happened. Like, in a weird way. New Day still face. They're not heels, but
yeah,
I was extremely excited to see Almost wrestle.
I bet they'd wear some heels.
I feel like I talked about this. I don't know if it was the Raw recap or another thing, but Omos is just a giant, and AJ, it's basically Braun and Nicholas 2.0.
Yeah, you said that last week.
I don't remember what I said it on, but I remember saying
I
it.
love that.
Except it's Nicholas who's doing all the work. And I honestly didn't want them to win because there's no tag teams on the main roster. That's WWE's fault. And who is gonna go against them now? Like, it doesn't. I don't understand.
No, I didn't necessarily. I wanted the New Day to retain, but holy shit. Almost, like, he wrecked he wrecked people more than Roman Reigns did. God damn it!
Hey,
That's
and
true.
listen, for those people who are complaining about AJ Styles, former WWE champion, get his ass handed to him the whole time, that's what should happen when it's one man in a ring against arguably one of the greatest tag teams to ever do it. You should have a guy who was a champ by himself, an all-time great, lose to an all-time great team,
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, Yeah, and that's why I didn't necessarily have a problem with the New Day like cutting the ring off like that. I mean, I hear what you're saying because they did beat the living shit out of
Well,
AJ
some people were just
Styles.
upset that you had like a former. Now, granted, Kofi's a former world champ too, but I mean, AJ just getting his ass handed to him so frequently in this match rubbed some people the wrong way.
No, I hear that, but the reason why it didn't for me is exactly what you're saying. And more to that is that I'm saying like that's why it didn't necessarily feel like it was even like a soft heel turn for the New Day for me, because it was more like a strategic thing, wrestling strategic thing, than it was like they were like beating the shit out of AJ Styles because they were beating the shit out of AJ Styles. They were doing it because they were trying to win a wrestling match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, Reek's right. He did say it. I'm sorry, Reek. I took his credit. He said Braun and Nicholas 2.0. I'm sorry. He said it. I stole it.
I'm going to have fun. I'm going to edit that out of the show, by the way.
How fucking dare
Give me
you?
credit to him.
Reek's in the chat. He heard me say it. You know what?
I'm going to edit it out. No, I'm just playing.
Screw it.
Last touch on this. So yeah, eventually almost does get tagged in. At that point, completely destroys the New Day. He worked essentially like how a Terminator works. The man moves very slowly, very methodically, but you couldn't touch him. Like Kofi and Xavier could not do anything to the man to get through his armor, just being, like what, 7'3", just giant of a human.
A big man.
And then he completely annihilated the tag team champions, pinned them 1 foot. And when I saw this, I was like, now granted, he already looks like he can move a little bit more comfortably, actually a lot more comfortably than the great Khali could. But I think the tag team division with AJ Styles is perfect for a guy that's going to have these kind of limitations. Letting AJ do a lot of the heavy lifting while you do a lot of the show, in the spectacle. So I was really happy to see this man get a tag team championship belt on his debut. I thought it was very good, and I think it's the right picture, because if we went back like 13 years ago, almost would have debuted in the title picture. He would have been squashing The Undertaker or Brock Lesnar or someone else, and then would have been completely exposed because he's out there by himself, So I think this is a very smart move, and very to be very reserved with such a attraction of a person that almost is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but it still doesn't defeat the purpose or the fact that there's no other tag teams on Raw besides the New Day.
Yeah, because Hurt Business don't exist no more.
I mean, you could still say
R.I.P.,
technically
bro.
Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin are still a tag team, or at least they act like a tag team.
The YouTube news videos, they're already like, Vince McMahon gave up. Welcome to main event, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric. I'm just like, oh, this fucking hurts.
I hope they're wrong about that.
I hope so too.
I 100% hope they're wrong. But,
But I could see that happening, unfortunately.
a new tag team better debut come Monday, or I'm throwing hands.
I'm not doing the recap with you then, because you already want to beat me up.
That's true.
After this, we got the cage match between Braun Strowman, Shane McMahon. Listen, this
pleasantly surprised.
No, hold on. Before we get there, we had to sift through a lot of fucking bullshit.
Yes,
to get
absolutely.
to the satisfying ending. For one,
but I mean, as a whole, I was like, it wasn't great. It wasn't even necessarily good, but it wasn't trash. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, here's the problem. The two things. They booked this match like Shane is the dominant heel, and Braun Strowman is this valiant up and coming babyface. Okay, now granted, they took it. They took Braun down with chair shots to the knee before he got in the fucking ring, and then Shane did it. But then, like, the moment they're up and moving around, WWE legitimately booked Shane like he's one of the most lethal strikers in the entire company. Really, they booked this guy They booked Shane McMahon like he could come out there and strike with the best of them. Aleister Black, Buddy Murphy, The Undertaker. Like
Nakamura.
Shane McMahon fucking throwing bones with these motherfuckers. It was retarded. And I don't mean to use that word, but it's fucking abysmal. The way they book this guy to stand there and slip jabs and, oh my God, dude, it's fucking horrible. It's goddamn horrible how they did him.
Listen to this goddamn Shane McMahon rant.
No, it's just the booking.
I've gone on. I mean, I'm myself. I understand.
I'm not saying you're wrong. It was just funny. That's all.
He's not wrong in any way, shape, or form. Like Kyle and I have talked about it many times too, where they seem to think Shane, who's in his 50s, is one of the best strikers in the game, which is farthest from the truth. And the whole storyline itself, dumb as fuck. And I mean, I'm not arguing with you there at all. Like, I didn't even want this match on the card. Like, I was like, WWE found a way to like make me not want a cage match. You know what I'm saying? Like, how often do we even get cage matches? It's because Shane is like, listen, I need my Mania moment. Okay, you don't. Aleister Black has been sitting on the couch for 3 months because you hate his wife because she spoke the fucking truth. You're having him sit at home doing nothing. Andrade left because they didn't fucking have anything for him. He said, I'm done. WWE sucks.
as far as some of their booking decisions, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, the match goes on. It does play out. Like, eventually Braun gets some momentum going back, and it plays into this cat and mouse deal until Shane is caught at the top of the cage with Braun. Shane hits him with a toolbox, allowing Shane to get the victory. But as he's climbing down the cage, the whole irony of the story of Braun being stupid, Shane pulls off one of the dumbest things he could do. He put his hand through the cage, waving bye to Braun. Braun grabs his hand in a very cool spot, tears the cage, like a section of the cage off, and pulls Shane back in. That was pretty dope. They get to the top of the cage. Braun throws him off the cage into the ring, luckily. And then
I was waiting for him to go through the table, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Hits a running power slam afterwards for the victory. Like I said, everything was crap except for probably the last like maybe 5 minutes tops.
The only thing good about this match was Braun ripping the cage open.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed the fact that he won too. You know, I mean,
I didn't expect him to win, honestly.
I didn't either.
I had Shane winning because WWE. I mean, because Braun,
he's the boss.
Well, I mean, also if you noticed at the very beginning when they were all standing during America's Beautiful, it went like Triple H, Stephanie, Vince, Roman, Shane. Yeah. Shane wasn't even next to his dad.
Yeah. Now, one thing that was both interesting and felt kind of silly. Now, granted, I know that bullying can take shape in many forms, but Braun just being the anti-bully advocate just seems a little off. It feels nice hearing him yell, like, I'm going to make you pay for bullying and nobody should be made fun of and stuff like that. But coming from a guy who's built like a brick house just always seems
looks like a fucking bully.
I know, but that doesn't mean he is one. I'm not saying.
No, I know, but
just the image is weird.
It's the fact that WWE is using Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman to do a bullying storyline in 2021.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why?
It's just cheesy and corny, mostly.
Yes. I saw a lot of people saying it's like when Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax were feuding, how Alexa Bliss was like basically making fun of Nia's weight. Or anything else they've done in the past, mainly with the women. But there was no reason for the storyline. There's no reason for this match. Yes, we got to see Shane get thrown from a cage, which karma. But that's it.
Yeah. Once again, WWE just sometimes is not the most self-aware in their storytelling. It is what it is.
Well, at least it's over with.
Yeah, it is over with. Thank God. That is one I do not believe is going on.
If it goes on, I'm not recapping Raw.
Bailey interrupts commentary, who's trying to introduce the Hall of Fame classes. And that was actually the segment. There really wasn't anything to it.
Well, just the class of 2021. They're going to do the class of 2021 tomorrow, I'm assuming.
Okay. Oh, yeah. This was class of 2020.
Yes.
And 2021 is tomorrow. One
guess.
thing that was interesting to me, and I don't mean to sit here and rant too long, but X-Pac is a 2-time Hall of Famer in WWE, and neither Vader or Bam Bam Bigelow are, and that's a goddamn crime.
I can explain to you why. Because he was a part of 2 of the biggest
I
groups.
know.
That's the only reason.
Yeah,
Xbox alone as a wrestler would not be in the Hall of Fame. Hands down.
I don't know. They might enter him as the 1-2-3 kid just for the time that he beat Scott Hall. You never know. He might be a 3-time
Well, according
Hall of Famer.
to Michael Cole, you have to win a WWE championship to be in the Hall of Fame.
That was definitely
bullshit.
a slip. Yeah, no.
Oh, no.
No.
Lance Storm even was like, "Are you sure about that?"
Yeah.
Stupid.
I loved, by the way, too, I love that commentary. We didn't really touch on this because, we probably choose to try and forget it. But commentary, the King was on commentary for that cage match. And I loved how nobody at that table was selling the King's jokes.
Nope. They were terrible. And
they weren't even playing into it like, oh, King, that's nasty. Like, they audibly would groan at just how bad his shit was.
Rightfully so. Get that piece of shit off the fucking screen. I don't know why they continuously put him and Hulk Hogan on our screens.
No, that's a great question. Neither one of those dudes deserve to have any sort of platform as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, Hogan, fucked up. The King isn't as bad. He's just a relic of his time. I don't
know if I would necessarily say that.
He's not as bad. He dances on the line a lot. Like, if you can get away with it on network television, he gets away with it, but that doesn't make it okay. But no, I can't stand the fucking King.
Scumbag.
I just love that nobody sold his shit. I just love that
the
no
dirty
one on
old
commentary
man
sold
who
that
needs
shit.
to not be on TV anymore.
Yup.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you. I will say that. Yeah.
Anyway,
Rick says King's a horny
put it in
old
the
fuck
box.
that's out of touch. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. The crowd was hot, man, when with Booker T on commentary for the Bad Bunny match. They really were coming alive for that junk.
Yeah. Well, this was dope.
The entrances
really
alone,
fucking dope.
The entrances alone sold me on this match.
Coolest entrances of the night for anybody. No question.
So Miz's entrance has a whole bunch of bunnies from Adam Rose's goddamn like party like line or whatever.
The Rosebuds.
The Rosebuds, yeah, just a whole bunch of
all
terrible
bunnies.
bunny mascots missing ears and stuff. But Bad Bunny himself came in on a goddamn semi truck that had like fireworks on the bottom of it.
Bad as fuck.
He looked like Neo from the fucking Matrix or some shit. Like wearing a black leather trench coat or whatever the fuck it was that he was wearing. Like in that
badass.
like kind of Neo pose
Yeah.
when he was on top of the fucking semi
He had
and
to hold
shit.
on to the truck so it didn't fly away.
Well, no, I know, but that was part of what it made it look like,
Anyways,
no, man.
It was dope. I liked it.
You know what was also dope was the match. The match was
yeah, holy
really
shit.
good. A lot of people were saying like, comparing it to like top 2, top 3 celebrity matches. Bunny came
I
out,
put it up there.
had a lot of fun offense. Starting out with basic stuff like strikes to the Miz, quick counters to punching Miz, and then hitting some arm drags. And then as the match went on, of course, Miz and Morrison gained control. One thing I was saying earlier is I really respect, like, Miz and Morrison have always been, God damn it, man, it's just going to time out again already. Miz and Morrison have always been safe workers, and I thought that was really good to have Bunny in there.
Yeah.
And I think it worked very well for everybody. The energy ramped up towards the end, though, Man, you had Bunny pulling off like double Falcon arrows with Damian Priest.
What the fuck?
Him flying off the top rope. I thought he about died, man, when he flew off the top rope. I don't know if it was the camera angle, but I thought he almost went head first. And
He's
then,
a
of
maniac.
course, the Canadian Destroyer.
The Bunny Destroyer.
The Bunny Destroyer on the outside. Everyone lost their shit.
Yeah.
And
I
then they
did.
hit a double team crossbody for Bad Bunny and Damian Priest to get the victory.
Damian Priest still undefeated.
What a
since
fucking
being on the
match,
main
though,
roster.
man.
Holy shit, that's true.
What a match.
Katie wrestling stats.
Yes, sir.
So Bad Bunny. Fuck yeah. Two
Yeah.
thumbs up, man. Great job. You know, celebrities
Super
come
impressed.
in to these
Clears up.
shows with a lot of pressure, you know, and I think he did good.
Oh yeah, he jumped over that bar so fucking high. It's not even, you know, I don't know that, like they were saying in the chat in here, like McAfee and I can't remember the other one, but like McAfee really impressed me right off the bat. And like this, a recent memory, you know what I'm saying? But holy shit, Bad Bunny, like I feel like he could do this full time if he wanted to.
If
You know
you
what
wanted
I
to,
mean?
100%.
Yeah.
No, he makes way more money.
Exactly.
No, yeah.
He'd make a terrific jobber. Dude sold like a champ in the ring.
Oh my god.
Anything
That
that
was-
Miz hit him with.
That was the best part of what he was doing. Like, was selling so well. And, you know, not to sound like the old dudes, but like people don't do that as much as they used to, you know? And
Yeah.
it's nice to see. It
No,
was just
it
cool.
absolutely is, especially considering how strong a lot of celebrities are built when they come in. No, I thought it was a great use. No, he did a very good job. You could tell that the guy took it seriously and had worked probably for the last several months
Oh, yeah.
on choreographing this match, making sure he had it down packed. Because there wasn't too many slip ups that I noticed, and nothing
No.
that was like egregiously bad.
No,
You
I mean,
know?
he looked
Yeah.
like he belonged there.
Yeah.
You know, like
Mhm.
it was, yeah. I mean, I can't say enough. Like, this was, blew me away, like in the best way possible. And, yeah, man.
So how do we
Give
turn
me-
this around to benefit Damian Priest? You know, because he's the one
That's-
who
well,
really
yeah.
needs to benefit from this.
No, for sure. I mean, I'm not sure. To be honest with you, like, where do you go? Because, like, you got to think that, like, he's got to be moving on from, like, fucking with the Miz and John Morrison at this point, right?
Pretty much. Probably have a segment on
After-
Raw, them parting ways.
hmm
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
you could have him go U.S. title.
I
That's
was
what Ed
thinking
Freeze
maybe
said
that.
in the chat. He said, "Go against
Oh,
Sheamus."
Jesus. Look at that.
Good timing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Stoner Champ is still champ.
No,
Hopefully
until
not for long.
later, technically tonight.
I'm
Sheamus better
saying,
win, or I'm throwing
it's-
hands
He's still the champ.
for now.
Still the champ.
Because then, if Sheamus is U.S. champ, then him versus Priest will be a banger for sure.
Yeah.
So would Stoner Champ.
All
Tell me
right.
I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Riddle versus Priest wouldn't tear the house down.
I think I already saw that match in NXT 3 times. I don't want to see it again.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I'm good. Thank you.
Do you hear your guys' goddamn selves?
Yeah, I do.
You make it
Send
hard
him
to
back
cheer
to
for.
NXT.
You make it more difficult to cheer for Matt Riddle. You know, like you do. I don't know what it is, man.
Well, because none of you motherfuckers like him, and I don't even really understand.
I like
why.
him when
No.
I like him in the ring.
Exactly.
I think everything
I've never
backstage.
understood why you didn't like anybody didn't like him. Like, because like to me, it's like, dude, his gimmick has not fucking changed since he was in the Broserweights. Not one iota, and everybody fucking was cowgirling his dick then, and now all of a sudden they jumped off. I don't
It's because
understand
the
it.
dynamic of him and Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne was also a crucial
Yeah.
part of that.
You need somebody
Shut
to play
the
off
front
of.
door and go right out the back. I don't give no shits about Pete Dunne. Listen to me. This motherfucker is doing the same thing, and he's playing off of his opponents in the same way that he was playing off of Pete Dunne, and it works.
You're
and
wrong.
You guys are haters, straight up.
Thanks.
Stoner champ. I hope Sheamus poops his pants tomorrow. If he doesn't, I am gonna throw hands.
Thank you for the follow, Human Ramp, by the way. All right, let's finish up here because I really don't feel like having to fuck with the stream again once our timer runs out.
All right, sorry.
Human Ramp also agrees with you, Kev. You made a fan tonight.
Fuck yeah, buddy. Love you.
So Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks, my opinion, match of the night. Bianca killing it in that Macho Man Randy Savage inspired outfit. That was dope as hell.
Yes.
Tassels coming off the arms. Both competitors fighting back tears in the beginning of the match. Very, very technical. Bianca, kind of like how I wanted her booked. Physically superior to Sasha. Could really lift her up, toss her around. And then that left Sasha's character to be very, like, step up her game and come up with a lot of counters, including, like, grabbing Bianca's hair during, like, a moonsault, using her hair during bank statement. There was a lot of cool reversals that Sasha Banks had to become innovative. I said it in the group chat. It was nice to see a Sasha Banks match where we didn't have like 8 to 10 Meteoras.
Yeah, no shit.
In fact, I don't think she even hit a single one, man. To be honest,
not to my knowledge.
No,
I think she tried when on the outside of the ring, like Belair was like up against the.
She tried again in the ring and hit the turnbuckle as well. And then there was that weird spot. She came off the top ropes and looked like a Meteora, but did a splash. That was
weird.
That was weird.
That was strange. That was strange.
Bianca Belair, at one point got caught landing on the knees in a 450 splash. That was pretty insane. There was one pinning botch. I don't think it will get as bad, like as much flack as Ronda and Becky Lynch did, but there was a spot where Bianca was lifting up Sasha into these powerbomb positions, held her down for a solid 3 count. Sasha Banks easily could have been pinned earlier, but I think they were able to get by it kind of quickly before people really took too much notice. But it
happened. You are right.
It happened.
It did.
In the end, though, Bianca Belair, she hits Sasha Banks with this nasty hair whip.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! KOD for the win. Yo, she cut her open. I want to see pictures. I bet you Sasha had to have started bleeding.
Oh my god! She was
looked like she wasn't right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as they were like going out of the show and they panned and you saw, like, there was blood starting to trickle out of that fucking wound, man, for sure. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she might need like stitches or some shit. It looked bad,
dude. It looks so nasty. Bianca's family was truly heartwarming. To tell you the truth, I don't know if it was the moment. I mean, Katie, actually, let me be the first to ask you. This was a historical moment. First time a women's singles match headlined WrestleMania. How do you feel about it?
I wasn't happy with the build at all, and I've been hellbent on that. But this match, I loved it. It rightfully deserved for both women, and I'm not even that big a fan of Sasha, but
you're going to get kicked.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. But no, best thing I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Yeah,
this is dope.
Says less than a minute. Son of a bitch, man.
I thought
we had it. I thought we had it, folks. I thought we had this time.
Unless they give us a gift. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I forgot about the gift.
I hit upgrade. I'll even pay for it one time.
Oh my god.
You better do it quick.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Oh shit.
Oh, man.
Oh god. Thank you for taking your meeting from business to pro. Upgrade annual. Yeah, why not? Upgrade now. Why not? Oh, son of a bitch. No, it's going to take too long. Okay, look. We're just going to fucking time out, probably. Yep, not fast enough, it says. God damn it, man. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm on Zoom. I have a pro account. I don't know what happened. Somehow I got signed out of it, and I can't sign back into the pro account. It keeps signing me into my non-pro account, and so yeah, that's what's happened. And now everything is gonna look really messed up for the finish of this episode. Thank you guys for sticking around, man. I'm so sorry about this. I'll have Katie and Kevin back here in just a second. Oh my god, this is the last thing I expected to go wrong tonight. It really, really is. It's rough. It's rough, but we're working through it. Right here at the finish too, man. Right at the finish. Oh man. Okay. They should be back any moment. There's Katie. What's up, Katie? Yeah, they said we almost got it if it wasn't for the Shane rant. Thank you, Ed Freeze.
Oh,
Y'all have been super forgiving.
okay, now that I have a little more time, I would like to express myself a little more. I saw the timer starting to run out. I got nervous. I didn't want to get cut off mid-sentence.
No, go ahead.
Oh, God. But no, so I have been hell-bent on saying, because of the build, this didn't deserve the main event spot.
You wrong.
I have been saying it for about a month. The women killed it. And Bianca is that star now.
Fucking A.
And they've put so much trust and faith in her. Rightfully so. It's not even that it's just the first women's singles match to main event. And we didn't need Charlotte Flair anywhere near it. But
Jesus.
it was two women of color.
Yep.
That alone makes it groundbreaking. But the fact that it was both of them, as soon as Bianca won, I was sobbing.
Oh, bro, that was a moment. That was a fucking moment. They cut to her dad, like, jumping over the fucking barricade and shit.
Yeah, you love to see it. I'm not gonna make myself cry again like I did on the Raw after the fact.
Yeah.
We're not doing that right now. But I loved seeing the women getting a spot they have fought and scratched and clawed for it years and years.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome. It was really awesome.
Something that's like low key, very impressive that Ed Freeze brought up in the chat was that before the match, they were already emotional standing in the ring.
Oh
which,
yeah,
great for soaking in the moment. Very easily though, could have thrown the whole match off. They could have let the moment get to them, the adrenaline, the rush of the things. The fact that they were able to get that emotional and then put their emotions in check and then still deliver, in my opinion, probably a 5-star match. Probably not. Dave Meltzer's always weird with WWE matches, but in my opinion, I don't think you could have made that match any better. I mean, other than the one pin botch, which I don't think should take anything away from this match.
no.
You couldn't have made it any better, in my opinion.
Oh my god, they tore the house down.
Yeah.
They fucking tore the house down. There's no other way to put it. And the thing was, to me, you're talking about the beginning of the match, like when they were having that stare down and they were both like kind of welling up a little, and then gave the little like come and get it. It was like that was like it added so much more to it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I hear you. It could have been an overwhelming moment, but it was like no, that is how big this match is to both of these ladies. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it conveyed to me. And it was dope, man. You couldn't have had a more emotional ending on like a positive note,
Yeah.
than what they had. And I really liked it. I really
and that's one of the things too is, yeah, they main evented the first Mania in over a year in front of people.
Yeah.
And
Killed it that hard.
That alone would if I was in that position, I'd be blubbering like a baby.
Oh,
They
yeah.
handled it fantastic.
Mhm.
They let it's like when Charlotte and Sasha had the first Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
You could see the emotion in their eyes. They started to well up a little bit as the cell was coming down. They pulled themselves together, put on a banger. And that's what
True professionals,
Sasha and Bianca
goddammit.
did. Mhm,
Yeah.
Exactly. And I don't even like Sasha that much.
Katie, the
Yep.
recent Kevin Crazy fan, Human Ramp, wants you to possibly elaborate on what exactly was missing from the build.
Well, I mean, Matt said it in the chat very well, I think. They had this build built around Reginald for some goddamn reason.
Yeah, that was
And
very strange.
It didn't need to be. And I've been hellbent on saying that too, that men don't need to have a critical role in women's storylines. It was the same thing with James Ellsworth winning the women's Money in the Bank ladder match for the first time.
It's hilariously bad.
Dumbest
by the way.
thing in the world.
It's
It's a
stupid.
horrible thing, but it's horribly hilarious that WWE was that tone deaf at the time.
yeah, it's like laughably bad.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
It's that, and Kyle knows exactly how I feel about this, having them become tag team partners and go after the women's tag titles for no apparent reason. Don't make them become or try to become friends when they are perfect enemies.
Yeah.
Don't try and have Sasha be a face, which she's never been a goddamn face, and I'm dying on that hill.
Yeah. Well said. Without trying to detract from the match, because the match was insanely good.
Match was incredible.
The road to the match, every story beat that they told, WWE tripped over themselves. They overcomplicated it with everything you said. And then also, they took so much time distracting from the feud, telling different stories, like you said, Reginald, and the whole can they coexist being friends, when really they could have just got started with this animosity a month and a half before they got to it, and it would have held a better story.
Well, they could have started that animosity like right after Rumble, like they did like with the men,
or like I said on the Raw recap, do what Rhea did. Turn on Asuka.
That was
Prove that
moment.
she doesn't need to be her partner. Yeah, Rhea's the one who accepted the match after she threw a table in Asuka's fucking face.
Yeah, that was pretty
That's cool. And I said it and I'll say it again. That's how Bianca and Sasha should have been built.
Yeah,
do
that
something along those lines.
Yeah,
but they chose to do all the other bullshit. So that's on WWE. That's not on the women.
That's what I was gonna say too. Is that like, no, this isn't any shade that I'm throwing at Sasha Banks or Bianca Belair, because Jesus Christ, they're two of the best women in the business right now, hands down, no question. Love both of them, really. Yeah, it was just the booking of the, like you were, the booking of the rivalry previous to the match. It just there were things that like it just didn't make any sense, and like you keep saying on the Raw recaps to me, it's like WWE consistently does weird fucking shit like this with women rivalries, injecting men into it for no apparent reason, pairing rivals up to be in a tag team. Like they literally did that as part of the build for both women's title matches in Mania this week. Like stupid. Like that shit doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yep.
Yeah. But once again, that stuff's behind us. What's ahead of us is the memories of this insanely good match, a bright future for Bianca Belair. I mean, the woman has so much time and potential ahead of her. Fantastic. Sasha shows that she is still no slouch. I mean, Sasha's still going to kill it.
Oh my God,
no matter where you put her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited to see what comes of this. And I'm excited to see what comes of Mania Night 2. Really quick before we sign off, what are you guys looking forward to tomorrow night?
Good.
Triple threat, main event. I mean, I don't think that the rivalry there, even though it's between three dudes, could be hotter than, you know, and I mean, I think Daniel Bryan's a huge wild card. I'd love to see him win. I don't think he's gonna, but I'm putting it out there. He's gonna. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, triple threat by far, just with all three men's stories, like personal stories going to this match. Rhea and Asuka, I have high hopes for, just because Rhea's a badass and Asuka's fucking Asuka. Biggie and Apollo, obviously, that's gonna be a fucking banger too.
Nigerian drum fight.
It's basically, isn't it just basically like a?
It's a no DQ match.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No holds barred, no DQ.
Yeah. You hit each other so hard that it sounds like drums.
Hit someone with a drum.
Yeah, they do that. Make it all sorts of silly. I'm looking forward to the triple threat. I'm looking forward to Logan Paul not living, like, just living in Bad Bunny's shadow tomorrow.
He is that was a bad look, WWE. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're not gonna have tomorrow's celebrity top tonight's celebrity. It's just not gonna happen, man. Unless it's they flip the script. They know that people cheer for Bunny, that people boo Paul. What if, like, Logan Paul eats some stunners, goes through a table? You know,
I want Kevin Owens to put him through 5 tables. Logan Paul is a garbage human being, and the fact that WWE is even associating with him pisses me off to my core.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
If you know anything about Logan Paul, which the older generation probably fucking doesn't, he's a disgrace of a human being. Is the easiest way to put it without putting in actual details.
He's not that likable of a person.
I don't like him.
No, nobody fucking likes him or his brother.
Dang,
Stoner champ, though.
Human Rip.
I like him.
Don't underestimate Paul, though. He's a YouTuber that sells. That's an argument for another show called UWO, Human Ramp. We'll get you involved with that. But, yeah, man. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. We'll be back here, myself and Katie. Kevin, you will be off. Instead, we will have RN on. That'll be fun.
Maybe I'll be on, too. Fuck off.
No. Just behind the scenes, no. Kev, you're not going to be on. It's not going to be a full person. We're just going to do RN, okay?
No, I'm going to be on. Wow. Don't worry about it.
Everybody, you all have a great night, of course.
I'm going to be on.
Man, like always, you guys, thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, follow, all those cool things. And until next time, y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Jesus, what a shit show.
It's so fun. Fuck it.